All right, welcome back to Mouse Paint Part 2. We're gonna reorganize our workspace. We're gonna set this aside to dry. We're gonna save our paint for the next step. I'm going to take away my wet messy mat and I'm going to use a clean surface here for my Model Magic. Your Model Magic comes in a little Ziploc. This will not last very long out in the open air and be pliable, so if you're not going to use it, make sure you leave it in that Ziploc totally sealed. All right, so clay is a really fun thing. And clay, when we're working with clay, some of you already know this, so it might be a review. Some of you are new to it. When we're working with clay, there are 3 shapes you need to learn how to make, and from those 3 shapes, you can make anything else. It's kind of like having the 3 primary colors. If you know how to use these 3 primary colors, you can make all the other colors. If you know how to use these 3 shapes, you can make anything you want 3D. So the first shape we are going to make is called a ball. So take your 2 hands, get your Model Magic nice and warm, and roll it into a ball. So this is one of the very primary shapes for clay. Once you have a ball, you can make the second important shape. It is a slab. So take the ball and press the ball down flat into a pancake. Slabs can be thick, slabs can be thin. They don't have to be a circle shape. They could be a kind of a square or rectangle shape. So look at that, it's like a cookie. So we have a ball. You can roll it back up into a ball. We have a slab, which is flattened. And then the last shape, I like to start from a ball for everything. So I've got a nice ball here with no cracks in it. The last shape is a coil. And think of Larry the Line. He was a snake, right? Larry the Line is a snake. I want you to use your 2 hands, rolling out. See, I'm spreading my fingers while I'm rolling out. I'm going to work on this side to make it even. Work on this side to make it even. This is a coil. There are all kinds of fun things you can do with a coil. You can roll a coil up, and this reminds me of snail, 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 go around, around, around. You can make a snail. You can make a pot out of coils. So coils are really useful. So ball, slab, coil. So practice each of those, and when you're done, go ahead and have a bit of fun. Maybe you want to make a snowman. Maybe you want to try and make a pot. Maybe you want to try and make a cube. Just have a little bit of fun. Make something you want to make. And when you're finished, let's go ahead and think about how to make a mouse shape out of this. All right, so go have a bit of fun and come back and meet me here with your Model Magic all balled up back into a single ball. All right, so you have your single ball ready. That's lovely. We want 3 mice out of this single ball. So how are we going to divide this ball into 3? Well, I think a very easy way to do that is to make a fat coil. So I'm just going to smoosh my ball. And Model Magic is lovely. You can take a pair of scissors and actually cut it. I'm just going to kind of put a mark here and a mark here. Do you see how I separated that into 3 sections? So you can kind of pinch and twist apart. Pinch and twist apart. All right, or you could have your mom or dad cut it for you, but I would love for you to practice this. So from these little pieces, go ahead and make 3 more balls. So this ball is really well integrated over here It's really smooth. This ball has some cracks on it. As I work with a ball that has cracks on it, it might not turn out how I want. So go ahead and work each piece until it's really smooth and you don't see any cracks. Great. Okay, let's think about our little mousies. Their little bodies kind of start in a ball shape, don't they? So what we are going to do is use our pincher claws to shape this ball into a mouse shape. So I'm thinking this little face of the mouse is kind of like a triangle. So I am just pinching slightly my mouse to give it a little face. I still kind of want to keep its cute little body. Okay, that looks good to me. Little mousey. Here it is from the side. Little mousey shape. So again, I'm kind of starting with a ball and I'm just going to pinch one end of it like that. Flatten and pinch it to kind of give it a little face. Maybe this one's a little fatter or a little taller. He's taller, see, on the side. Okay, and again, starting with a ball, and I'm just going to pinch one end of it. Pinch one end of it. Kind of like a teardrop shape, I guess. Give it a little face, but I'm leaving the big round body there. All right, he's cute. He's cute. And I'm going to get out my notions. Be really careful when you get all these out that they don't just spill over the floor. Well, mousies need a tail, so let's go ahead and give each mousey a sparkly tail. And the nice thing about model magic is you really don't need glue. Well, you know what? Maybe I want this mousey to have a curly tail. Haha. Okay, maybe I like the curly tail. All right, and each mousey needs a set of eyeballs, and again, you don't need glue. If you press it in there well enough, it should stay. Little glue. You don't need glue, just little eyeballs pressed in. And then let me give him some mousy ears. Oh yeah. Look how cute my little mousey is. Oh, I kind of smooshed his nose. You reshape him a little bit. This one was my little tall fat mouse. We'll press in the ear a little more. Oh, so cute. I'm going to set him down. Maybe I want this mousey to be a little longer. But he still needs eyeballs. And he still needs 2 ears. I'm just going to press those in above his eyes. The little cutie mouse. Okay, mouse number 3 needs some eyeballs. Okay, well, he's definitely a googly-eyed mouse, isn't he? Mouse number 3 needs ears. So just make sure you get your eyeballs and your ears in far enough that they will stay on. And as this dries, even if it feels a little loose to you, as they dry, they're going to be just fine. Now this next step is up to your preference. So my board is almost dry. I'm going to bend it. So I'm actually bending it backwards. That's because the paint is on one side. That side has absorbed water and it's expanded, so it curves. And I want it to flatten a little bit, so I'm curving it the other way. Got my name on there. Let's just double check that before you put the mousies on. Okay, and this is where you have a choice. So these mice will stick right on. Remember in the book when they all were slipping and sliding around in the paint and making puddles? You can choose which puddle each mouse made. Maybe you want your mice on primary colors only. Or maybe you want some on a secondary color. It's really up to you which puddle you want your cute little mice on. And then this is where you have a choice. If you would like to get brave and try and paint your mouse, you can try for that. Or if you just want your mouse to stay white, I totally understand that as well. I think I might try and get brave here to show you what it would look like to paint your mouse. You're not going to need very much paint on your paintbrush for starters, and this could get wildly messy, but here we go. So you're just going to carefully brush the paint on your mouse. Just be careful for your real deal below you. Again, I'm just using leftovers here. There's not much on my paintbrush. I would be careful when I put the eyeball back on. I'm not going to paint where the eyeball goes because that'll make it harder to stick. Aww, you little purple mousey. Okay. We're gonna have some eyeball surgery here. Okay, let's get the one eyeball back on, two eyeballs back on. We don't need 3 blind mice. Oh, see what I did there? Okay, now this plain model magic should honestly stick to the paper. So if you just use a little bit of pressure, not a lot, because we don't want to deform our cute little mouse, he should be just fine. Aw, I think he's going to be just fine. Okay, purple on my brush. If I want to keep painting, I better clean it. So if I mix purple with green, if I want my other mousey to be green, it's really dried up, but that's good. I only need a little tiny bit here. Yeah, if I mix purple with green, that ends up with a whole different color that's not in the rainbow called brown. And we're just working with our primary and our secondary colors. So is green a primary color or a secondary color? All right, good, good. Which 2 colors make the secondary color of green? Blue and yellow? Good. I want to see if you can tell at least 3 other people what the primary colors are and what the secondary colors are and how you get the secondary colors. Let me see if you can do that today. Okay, again, I'm not going to squish my mouse. I'm just going to set him down. Don't want to deform him. You really see, just setting him down is going to keep him from flopping around. Okay, looks like this little mouse, he's going to be on blue. Wash my brush. Wipe it off. One little blue mouse. Come here, you little blue mouse. So this detail work is really good for us. Really good for our motor skills. Blue mouse. He looks like he went swimming. I don't know why all of a sudden he has an Italian accent. Okay. Little blue mouse. Let's see, which way should we make blue mouse going? Maybe this way. And again, I'm not going to squish him. I'm just going to kind of press him down lightly. Oh, I'm so happy with this. Oh my gosh, I love it. My very own mouse paint. Look, we've created 3D art. 3D art. So I've got 1 primary color and 2 secondary colors. Yours might look a lot different than mine, but oh, so fun, so fun. let me show you the finished product. When you bring this back to school, we are going to mount these onto very cool frames and hang them up.